Are you finally ready to safely reopen your gym? When COVID-19 hit, millions of people were affected as gyms across the country shut down. Not only did gym members not have their space to work out anymore, but gym owners and staff members were out of a job. To this day, people have to modify their routines, and that includes finding the time and space to exercise. Now that some restrictions have relaxed, fitness facilities across the US are reopening their doors. I'm Alex with Jotform, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you some helpful safety tips as members and staff make their way back to the gym. Let's go. As much as people are ready to get back into the gyms, there is still a big majority of gym goers who feel like some extra precautions need to occur in order to do so. 85% of Americans, in fact, said they'd feel comfortable going back to their gyms with the implementation of multiple safety measures. So, what might these safety measures look like? Increased routine sanitation, capacity limits, hand sanitizer and masks available upon entry, and setting machines and equipment spaced 6 feet apart. And while it's important to set safety standards upon reopening, it's even more important to actually follow and enforce these rules. Customers have expressed these same concerns about going back to fitness facilities. They want sanitation efforts, safe spacing, mask requirements, and safety protocols for shared spaces like the entryway, locker rooms, and restrooms. Once you've set some safety protocols and continue to implement them, make sure you're also keeping an eye on state and local area restrictions. This way, you can be on top of restriction adjustments and be forward thinker for all things COVID safety. If you've reopened your gym already or wanting to set your future reopening up for success, the following 5 safety measures are worth considering to make sure your gym is a welcoming and pandemic-friendly facility. The first safety measure to consider is your sanitation and social distancing protocols. Even before COVID-19, gyms required heavy sanitation. Now, this is even more important. As much as we'd like to hope that patrons will do a thorough job wiping down their equipment after use, this is not likely. This is why you should hire and train the necessary amount of employees to act as sanitation safeguards for your facility. Anything that isn't currently being used can be wiped down at least once an hour during busy times. Keep sanitation items like hand sanitizer, dispensers, disposable towels, and spray bottle cleaners clearly visible and easily accessible for everyone to use, staff and patrons alike. Safety should be the responsibility of all who choose to go to the gym during this time, but having designated staff to keep your gym sanitized and safe is very smart. Here are some safety recommendations to boost your sanitation and social distancing efforts. Tape floor space into areas of at least 6 feet by 6 feet. Place antibacterial spray next to each workout space and ensure equipment is thoroughly cleaned between uses. Offer disposable gloves for extra protection. Require employees and customers to bring their own water. Clearly mark entry and exit points, and keep fans running at all times. If it's nice outside, keep some doors open as well to help circulate fresh air. After you have your new safety measures in place, make sure to share them with your customers and staff. This will make everyone more confident in your establishment's ability to keep them safe. You can even create a quick, simple video to share with patrons and staff that walks them through your new safety protocols. Just keep it light, informative, and free of personal opinions. Another safety measure to consider is adjusting your hours of operation. Depending on the size of your fitness facility, changing hours of operation may be a helpful adjustment. Smaller gyms can allow staff to keep the facility clean and safe for patrons and staff alike without limiting business hours. Larger gyms, on the other hand, might benefit from an adjustment. Pick the most popular fitness sessions and times to stay open. This way, you'll save money on the costs you'd usually spend to have your gym open during times of the day when there are no longer any customers. Also, make sure you have enough staff to carry out those safety measures we discussed earlier. If the gym doesn't appear to be sufficiently sanitized during your operating hours, customers will notice and potentially change their behavior accordingly, aka cancel their membership. Our next safety tip is to limit your occupancy. Depending on the size of your gym, you can have various maximum occupancies, but just because you can fit 200 people in your space doesn't mean it's safe to do so. This could also be a red flag for gym goers. Just like noticing unsanitized and dirty equipment, members could feel unsafe if they're surrounded by too many other people while working out during COVID. Put a limit on the number of customers allowed in your general workout spaces at one time, as well as the number of smaller workout sessions. Take some time to assess the number of people who can fit in your gym versus the number of people who you can safely fit in your gym. Then, find the magic number of occupants that allows you to function safely and keep your gym in business. Our fourth safety tip is to implement a mask wearing policy. Masks should be worn at all times by gym goers and staff alike. Offer breathable masks to patrons who say that they are unable to work out in one. Post your mask wearing policy in visible places and make sure your staff is making your gym a zero tolerance facility. Also, take your local area regulations into consideration when deciding what's best for your gym. In Texas, if a distance of 6 feet can be maintained in a fitness setting, then masks can be removed. Essentially, you want to make sure that clients and staff feel comfortable and that any policies you implement align with local mandates. Our last safety tip to consider is going digital. With many industries during the pandemic, virtual technologies have saved the day. Fitness facilities are no exception. Using a fitness-focused software solution will ensure physical distancing and stop any spread of the virus between gym goers. With these virtual solutions, customers feel safe and are able to exercise from the comfort of their homes. We've heard of Zoom for business webinars and team meetings, but Zoom can also be used for fitness classes or small training sessions. There are tons of hardware and software options available aimed specifically at improving virtual fitness experiences. So no need to stress about reopening your facility doors right now if you're not ready. Focus on virtual options instead. Start small with your offerings, test out equipment, see what works and what doesn't, then build the best virtual fitness experience you can. There's a lot to consider when you're thinking about reopening your gym doors after the COVID-19 shutdown. From experienced gym owners to newbies, it can be a challenging task, especially when people's health and safety are on the line. You can always lean on Jotform to help smooth out your process. The easy-to-use form builder is a great aid in creating safety forms for your gym. Jotform has templates that are completely customizable, including consent forms, screening checklists, COVID response forms, and more. Again, taking the necessary steps and precautions will help you reopen your gym successfully, keep your business booming, and ensure the well-being of everyone who walks through your doors. Let's do a quick review. Here are 5 key gym reopening tips you should consider implementing. You can execute sanitation and social distancing measures, adjust your hours of operation, create crowd limitations, designate mask-wearing policies, and explore online solutions. Implementing these necessary safety precautions will help customers and staff to not worry about their safety and instead get back to focusing on their fitness. Thanks for tuning in to Jotform. I'm Alex, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.